God, I can't go another day like this. Something has to change or I'm going to completely break. And so I prayed a dangerous prayer. And he answered it in a way I never would have expected.
This story is proof that it's never too late to chase your dreams.
Zach, welcome to the show.
From backyard games to the bright lights to the big leagues, Zach Duke.
Zach Duke.
Zach Duke.
Where you been hiding this guy?
The Central Plains of rural Indiana are home to former Liberty wide receiver Zach Duke and his family.
Here we go. First one's for you right here. I'm a farm boy. Indiana is all I've ever known. I'm an 8th generation farm kid. My family's literally been here since the Revolutionary War.
Zach grew up in a Christian home where evangelizing was always a big part of their daily lives.
My mom and dad would take me out sharing the gospel from a young age. So I loved Jesus even before I repented. He gave me a heart for people from an early age of like evangelizing, sharing the gospel. I got to do that in my elementary school. We started a Bible study and started seeing our friends come to faith.
Growing up, Zach was a gifted athlete, and after high school, he would go on to be a standout player for the Anderson University football team. But when his freshman season came to an end, God would need Zach to make a change.
The Lord just put in my spirit, I want you to go to Liberty. And I just prayed about it and was like, I love my teammates. I love my major. I love this environment. And the Lord would just not let it rest.
Then late in the summer of 2009, Zach would take a leap of faith and leave Indiana for Lynchburg, Virginia.
Honestly, I was like tearing up, crying along the way. I'm like, is this the right decision? I'm leaving everything good for something the Lord's telling me to do. And I show up on campus, not enrolled. They don't know I'm coming, don't even know where to go.
Zach ultimately enrolled and had plans to leave football in the past until God put it on his heart to reach out to the Liberty coaching staff.
I remember I emailed him at 11 at night, and he emailed me back 7 minutes later at 11:07 p.m.
That quick response by then Liberty head coach Danny Rocco led to a private tryout, which in turn led Zach to joining the team.
Looking back, the coaches even told me I was just doing this because Coach Rocco told me to. I had no plan to bring you on the team. But the moment I met you, I just knew there was something different.
The offense has really put on a show.
Zach realized he had an incredible opportunity, not just to learn more about football, but to share the gospel with his teammates.
And I said, hey, whoever wants to stay for an extra 30 minutes to an hour, we're just going to have a Bible study. We're going to get in the Word, be discussion-based, and we're all just seek Jesus together. And God used that powerfully. Like I saw several of my teammates get called to ministry through that, saw people give their life to Jesus through that.
Zach would receive numerous accolades for his work on and off the field, and as a result was named the 2011 Rock Royer Mac Rivera Award winner.
It's just like, Jesus, you're amazing. You're so kind when I take these massive leaps of faith to confirm it by just showing your goodness to me, undeserved goodness.
You don't play games with my heart.
Zach would also meet his wife Megan at Liberty, and after graduating, the couple would start a life together. Megan would go on to work as a Christian artist, and Zach in marketing and missions.
I've traveled now to 42 countries, training local laborers to make disciples, start simple churches, and network together in simple churches. So to me, that's all I've ever wanted to do, and all I ever still want to do is just see God's glory come on the earth.
Professing your faith, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
During this time I'm doing all this traveling, I end up getting really, really sick. Like a gastro problem where every single day I'm sick, nauseous, throwing up, and probably going on for 5 or 6 years. It got so bad that mentally I got to the place where doctors said, you're going to be like this the rest of your life.
Every night going to bed and he's just in pain and agony. I mean, the multiple ER visits that we'd had to go to because of just his health. You know, after a while, like when you're not feeling good, that affects everything. You can't fully operate in your calling when you are sick. I noticed just him feeling discouraged, kind of losing his fire and his drive. That was difficult.
I got wildly out of shape. That put me in a horrible sense of like mental and workout habits. And I'm doing my best just to hang in there, just to trust God, just to worship, just to pray. Like I'm fighting, like truly fighting. I finally got to this place where I'm sitting in a coffee shop in Virginia, and I'm like, God, I can't go another day like this. Like something has to change or I'm going to completely break. And so I prayed a dangerous prayer. I'm like, Jesus, do not let me move from this chair until you bring that fire back inside of me. And he answered it in a way I never would have expected. He first reminded me of sports and how when I was at Liberty, I was at my height of discipline, of habits, of sleep, of study, of mental clarity, of time management, everything. And my God, I can't play football anymore. Like that ship has sailed. And then I just heard soccer. I'm like, no, that can't be it, God. Like I've never played the sport before.
Pass and move, pass and move.
And then I thought, okay, well, if I'm gonna do this, God, I'm not just going to try to get better. I need to shoot for the hardest, most crazy, most bizarre goal possible. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna train to make it to the World Cup. Delusional? Absolutely. Possible 0.001% chance. But I like my odds if God is with me.
From the moment he told me, I was just like, okay, let's do it. Let's go for it. And I pride myself in being his number one cheerleader.
In the beginning, Zach would plan to meet two fundamental goals: get in shape and learn soccer fundamentals. He would also need to document his entire journey.
Let's go. Hold up, wait. Don't nobody work like me.
If I didn't share what I was doing, then I could quit in the dark and no one would know. I needed to create a point of no return. I need to juggle. I need to practice ball mastery of just doing the simplest moves. And on top of that, I needed to lose a lot of weight and get back in shape. I couldn't even bend down and touch my toes without my knee giving out. My goal was to lose 30 pounds, and I've lost 30 pounds.
The more Zach improved, the more his social media following grew, and professional teams from all over the world began to reach out.
We're freaking going to Brazil. We just got invited by a pro team in Brazil. Hey guys, I'm Zach. I'm here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, training with a pro team, Nacional Atletico Club. And then after that, I get a call, hey, we would love for you to join our TST team, which is a huge 7-on-7 global tournament. Like ESPN airs the games. Pat McAfee is on set there doing his show. I mean, it's a really, really big deal. And we ended up making it to the Final Four.
And then the Pro USA indoor team would reach out with one simple question.
How would you feel if I added you to the roster? What? Only God can do that. That's nuts. And then I found out that they're actually going to play me. Like, oh my gosh, not only am I on the team, but they've actually planned my playing time. So I actually got to play in the game, which was shocking to me.
And just weeks later, Zach would be invited to the Major Arena Soccer League Pro Combine and Draft, where he was picked in the third round by the Empire Strikers.
I get the jersey, I go up on stage, I get a picture with the commissioner. I'm like, what is happening?
What in the world? What in the world?
One of the greatest experiences of my life, like getting to really build relationships with these players, getting to start a Bible study on the team. I got to lead one of them to the Lord and baptize him in the team hot tub. All right, we baptize you then. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Let's go! Eso.
For Zach, the journey to soccer's biggest stage continues.
Hey, I'm World Cup Dad. At the end of
with God guiding him every step of the way.
The moment I stepped out in faith to believe that God wasn't done with me yet, those chains just fell off.
Joshua 1:9, go.
It's amazing to just have our strong, passionate, godly leader back that has this drive and has this fire and is healthy, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
Good job, Malia Faith.
With these priorities that are just right in line, I think, with God's will. And it's inspiring. It's inspiring to me. It's inspiring to the kids. It's inspiring to so many other people that necessarily he wasn't out to inspire.
And I know people aren't supposed to do what I'm doing. I feel it's a very specific assignment for me to help people in their own lives to step out where they've let comfortability rule their hearts and instead to have faith, to trust that God really can do everything that he said he would do.
I pray you'd give us hearts today to believe.
No matter where anybody is right now in their life, I just want them to believe that it's not too late for them because of God. Because he's not done with us yet. As long as there's breath in our lungs, it's not too late for us. And I know without a doubt, this isn't about me. It's not about my family. It's to give people faith that God really is who he says he is.